Hello, friends from the comic and manga world. My name is Hector,
And my name is G.
and we're here to talk to you about our picks for the upcoming FOC on May 15th. Now, if you don't know, G and I work for Penguin Random House, and we work selling into the direct comic book market around the world. So, the titles we talk about in these videos are from the publishers that we represent into those markets. Also, we want to mention that we're on social media under PRH International Comics in Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and of course YouTube when you're probably watching this video. So make sure to check us out. So let's get started. And the first is this is kind of a surprise for G
Yeah.
because the image was just dropped this morning as we're recording this. This is for Spider-Man India #1, and this is the Diwali variant. And it is gorgeous. It is so amazing. I'm a big fan of Diwali. This artist, he's a graphic he does is an artist for comics and covers and all that, but he also does all this graphic art for posters and all kinds of things. I mean, really go check him out on his social media and anywhere online. Just Google Diwali, you'll see amazing art. And recently, if you remember, it's Jeff, the comic of the paper version that came out of the digital comics from It's Jeff. He was the one who did the cover with the big shark, the Jeff kind of falling on top of, I think it was Ant-Man who was in the water. So he was that artist. And this is very cool, very beautiful. I really love this cover. Nothing more to say. So let's go to the next one.
All right. And then my pick is Black Panther issue #1. This is the Scotty Young variant. And I just really I like it.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say. It's adorable and cute. The uh uh Black Panther's at the pinnacle up
Yeah.
top there, wind blowing, uh kind of menacing looking with the eyes,
Yeah.
getting ready to enact a plan, very much cat-like, like,
Yep.
those jokes where, like, a cat could plan your death and,
Yeah.
cause massive destruction, yeah, it kinda looks like,
Yeah.
kinda looks like
It's
that,
it's
so
like cuteness and menace at the same time.
deadly
I
at
love
the
that
same
the
time,
claws is
or, like,
still kind of menacing but cute also.
yeah, yeah, it's, like,
They're very
fluffy,
cool.
but
Yeah. Yeah, but
dangerous at the
they
same
can get
time.
you. They can get you. Very, very cool. Okay, next up is another one of my picks is Godzilla. Here There Be Dragons #1 variant B by Tyler Kirkman, and also we have the Virgin variant retail incentive 1 in 10. And I mean, this is just a beautiful, beautiful art. This book is going to take place during I think it's during the 1500s, and sort of taking Godzilla and imagining it with the legends and stories that were around that time about creatures and the sea and how travelers would encounter them. And of course, this is such a cool image. And I've seen other and similar image out there, historical images of representations of big boats like that, ships just being completely taken over by creatures. And of course, if Godzilla was back there, he would do this. He would just carry this book just on top of his back. I also love that the detail of making it like it's a sort of like old paper parchment, kind of a little bit damage, and it has sort of watermark of sort of the compass, sort of the cardinal directions on it. You see west on there, the W for west and the N for north. So very, very cool. It reminds me a lot of like old Japanese art too. So like the water, the way it moves and the way it's drawn, it reminds me a lot of that kind of those drawings. It's very, very cool. Yes, very good job.
Yep, and then listed the version variant is a 1 in 10, as you'll see.
Oh yeah, I
And
mentioned
then
that. Mhm.
yeah. And then which
Yeah,
I want to try to get because of how beautiful the art is. Moving
yes,
on. This is Captain Marvel issue number 50. This is the Amanda Connor variant.
yeah,
I think this is just very amusing.
yes.
They all look so sad that the fun has ended. And of course, She-Hulk saying, well, that's our wrap, folks. I'm talking very slowly because I'm squinting, trying to
Trying to
read.
read it. Yeah.
And you'll see that the volleyball went through the net. And I like how the seagull is also confused watching
Yeah,
in the background,
yeah, the seagull's
being
like,
like, what's
what?
happening?
Yeah.
I like how it's just really funny to me. I
Uh,
love this
Natasha
cover.
seems to be like, oh my God, how could this happen? How can we fix this so we can keep playing? It's very, very cool. It's such an Amanda Corner, which I'm such a big fan of. Such a very typical of her art.
Mhm.
Very cool. And next up, Spider-Gwen Shadow Clones, the number 4 by Annie Wu. The This is a beautiful variant, and you have Stephanie just uh, just Spider-Gwen. Spider goes floating. This is, I guess, it's a billboard in the background with roses. It kind of feels like it's one of those billboards with for perfume or makeup or something like that. Very, very cool. And also, Annie Wu is another one that you've probably seen recently. She's done some beautiful art. She has done a lot of very cool covers recently, but she also was involved with a lot of the interior art for very big books. She did some of the titles in the Mac Fraction run of Hawkeye, and she has done some Archie, and she has done, well, tons and tons of things. She gets very busy, and I really, really like this one, and very beautiful colors, and the contrast between the costume of Spider-Gwen and the roses is perfect. It's very cool. Yep. Next.
Next up, not the first time that I've picked a Rian Gonzalez
And
variant.
it won't be the
It
last.
won't be the last time. This is a 1 in 25. This is an X-Men Red issue number 12. And we have Storm and a bunch of other Storms, like chibi versions, floating in the space,
Yeah.
in the space. Uh,
With rainbows in deep space, but yeah.
yeah, with rainbows. I just absolutely think it's cute and
Yeah.
adorable and beautiful, and I love it. So that's why I picked it.
Very, very cool.
Yeah. And it's just interesting to see each one of the chibis and seeing what they're doing
Yeah.
in space.
Yes. Very,
Like
very
a
cool.
rock chibi version of Storm
Yeah. Yeah, with the guitar and everything.
with the
Very
guitar.
awesome. It's awesome. All right. And that's it for this week. And we always finish up with a little bit of news. And G, can you tell us about this?
Yes. So recently it got announced that this is the long title, as a reincarnated aristocrat, I'll use my appraisal skill to rise in the world. And this gets a TV anime. Uh so there's no exact release date on this. It will likely not be this year. But it's still an exciting announcement regardless,
Yeah.
um, likely coming out in the upcoming year. And then just letting you know in preparation, because if you're anything like me, I want to know the source material beforehand, before I go into an anime. We have both the manga version and the light novel version that you can get into. And as the title implies, this is about a very typical trope that you'll see here in terms of a reincarnated salaryman
Yeah.
gets reborn into another world as a child of aristocrat. So we have stories like that before, but what I like about this is what it really does is this salaryman has this appraisal skill, hence the
Hmm.
title, that will let him see the other people's like talent that they might not be aware of. And he could see the stats of these other people as well. And I like that kind of story because we have like underdog characters who people don't really consider, like a downtrodden man who ends up having like incredible and fearsome blade skills, but then you have like this street urchin who like for some reason is like has the ability and the knack for magic. And so
Hmm.
he's able to identify those skills in these people that you least expect will have these skills. And it's a question of, will this be enough for the salaryman to secure his family's fortunes? And you're just gonna have to watch or and I should say
Read.
read this this I was gonna say anime, but it's also this manga and light novels so that you can get the full story in
Yeah.
hand. So mhm.
Very, very cool. And of course, I mean, I'm a huge fan of these guys, and I love that we're exploring, and there's an infinite, you know, little details and different types of details that you can bring into stories of this kind. And this is just another one that we can add to that. And I just
It's
love
re-
every time they try to do a different twist and a different twist, and it's very cool.
it's really mostly centered on the characters, right? Like this is what
Hmm.
it's about, and you read
Yeah, of
for the characters, which is great because those
yeah,
are one of the best stories out there. So
course. Okay, and that's it. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed them. Like I mentioned at the beginning, we are on social media, so go check us out on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and check out the other videos on YouTube under at PRH International Comics. And we love doing these. We love commenting. We love, and feel free to comment on your side, and we love to bring you, sort of our spin on things and the titles we pick as our what we like. Thank you so much. Take care.
bye.